German business is unhappy with EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier's decision to rule out financial services from a Brexit deal, Mr. Fischer said, speaking on BBC Radio 4. Mr. Fischer said, "I'm a member of a group which deals with Brexit and the preparation for it, and my feeling is that now for about 1 year we more and more come to the conclusion that it will be a hard Brexit when it comes to financial services." The Berlin banker said Central European regulator ESMA has issued papers where it prepares banks for a hard Brexit and will put guidelines in place for what to do in that instance. He said, "A hard Brexit on financial services would absolutely have a bad effect on German and British industry." He said, "We don't like it. I think German business as a whole doesn't like it." Getty Bloomberg Bourse Berlin CEO Arthur Fischer said, "There will be a hard Brexit on financial services. We don't like Brexit. But that was not a question being passed on to us. We had no say in Brexit." Arthur Fischer, "But we don't like Brexit. But that was not a question being passed on to us. We had no say in Brexit. We just have to deal with the results of it. Just because there is damage happening on our side, it doesn't necessarily mean that there are other options." David Davis warned that if financial services in Britain are cut off as a result of Brexit, then there could be a danger of a repeat of the 2008 financial crisis. Brexiteer MP Andrea Leadsom said London is a world-leading financial centre and it would absolutely be in the interests of the EU to retain access to Britain's financial services. Leave campaigner Nigel Farage met Mr. Barnier in Brussels on Monday after the former UKIP leader demanded he discuss key Brexit issues with the EU official. Mr. Farage admitted Mr. Barnier stiffened up when asked about how Britain's services will be incorporated into a final Brexit deal. The MEP said Michel Barnier only wants the import and export of goods to be included in a final Brexit deal. He said, "They sell us €80 billion worth of chocolate, cars and wine every year, more than we sell them. But when I mention services and financial services has been part of this package," I saw his whole body language change. He literally stiffened up and said, "No, that simply can't be."